advertising. Online advertising is TV, radio, newspaper, magazine, billboard, internet, message, and more. And once the cost is very hard to measure the effectiveness, means they don't know what people will click your advertisement. Is it a girl or boy, and which people which kind of people like to see their product like this one, and it will take longer to advertise their product, and it may be more expensive. So Google is a search giant which they collect your data, your personal data like this. There's 91% of sales from online advertising like YouTube, yeah, and also of cloud computing. Means Google not just advertise, they also have cloud computing, like software and hardware solution provider, like they sell smartwatch and phone. And history in 1996, Larry Page and Sergey Brin started Backrub, also known as the Google. And 4th September 1998, the Google was born, means the Google was created. So Google have YouTube, Gmail, Chrome, Drive just to store your links. Classroom, Google Meet, Google Hangouts, Google Maps, News, Docs, Sheets, Slides, which was Microsoft Competitor, Translate, Calendar, Photos, and Analytics, Doodles, and more. So Analytics is like clicks. Like if you put the advertisement like it will spread out, right? Then there's like 10,000 of it. Then people who will click the advertisement is like 2,000, so 2% of people will click it. And people who will buy the product from the advertisement is 0.02%, so it's very less chance to buy it. And what is the market value of advertising? It was USD 1.82 trillion, which Apple still is the first. Talk about advertising. So in the old way, last time, how they advertise through TV, radio, newspaper, magazines, billboard, leaflets, direct mail, etc. And then the point, that means the bad things. The bad things about advertising like the old way is that hard to measure the effectiveness, like you don't know the race or what is the age of them, and then which country are they from, like that, like you don't know who clicked them. It takes long to execute, like it takes long to advertise. Sometimes you also need to wait like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you know, and then maybe more expensive. That means it may be more expensive for. And then Google, and then train Google. Google is a search giant. Like you search something, and then when you actually do this, they actually can collect data. Okay, and then 91% of the sales is from online advertising. Like people they advertise online. So mostly they get their sales, like people buy from online. Okay, so there's also called cloud computing, that software and hardware solution provider, which their hardware have a smartwatch, smartphone. Cloud computing, Google also has cloud computing, but then the largest cloud computing company is Amazon. So the history of Google is in 1996, Larry Page and Sergey Brin started Backrub. At 4th of September 1998, Google was born. Like Google was created.
Created.
Yeah, created and officially released. Google have like Google have YouTube, Google own YouTube lah. Have Gmail. Actually, it's called Mail, but then Gmail because Google Mail like that. After that, have Chrome, Google Drive. It's Google Drive for storage. Google Drive. Every free user is given 50 GB of storage. And also have Google Classroom, Google Meet, Google Hangouts, Google Maps, Google News, Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Translate, Google Translate, Google Calendar, Photos, and the limit is like the click-through rate. Like there's like you watch YouTube, suddenly there's an ad pop up, or like there's 10,000 of these ads like every user watch now. And then mostly only this is only an example lah. The click-through rate only have 2%. And then the first people who buy only have 0.02% of them. And then this Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, their main competitor is Microsoft. And also Google Doodles and Illustrator and more. This is only the surface. And then the market capitalization is USD, that means US dollar 1.82 trillion.
Dun 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 dun.
No, it's not speaking, it's for advertising. Okay, so the first is advertising of sweet.
Okay, so the topic is advertising. The always they advertise is they use TV, radio, newspaper, magazine, billboard, leaflets.
Ask you to read ah.
Leaflet. And then the concept is it's hard to measure the effectiveness of like that's mean it's very hard to know because advertising it's very hard to know if people really go there and see the advertise or don't have or even buy it or not. And then it take longer to execute, 就是 take longer to like buy things or because
Execute is to advertise, not to buy.
就是 you need to like work very long line 来一下。And then now is Google. It's a search giant that collect our data of what we search every time in Google. And then the 91% sale is from online advertising. So like they search buy dream hoodie and then they will advertise about the dream hoodie. And then also cloud computing and software and hardware solution. But the cloud computing 最高
妈妈吃了吗？
the cloud computing
妈妈吃了吗？
最大的就是 Amazon。And then the history of Google 就是1996的Larry Page and Sergey Brin started bankrupt
Bankrupt 啊，not bankrupt 啊。
and in 4 September 1998 the Google was born and they took the Google 出来。Then the Google has YouTube, Gmail, Chrome, Drive 就是装 storage Classroom, Hangouts, Maps, News, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Translate, Calendar, Photos, Analytics, Movie, and etc. The analytics 就是 they see like the ad have almost 1 million people watch it, but only 1 people click it to see the
One people only 啊。
yeah, and then no one go and buy it. And then that is 就是 analytics.
Analytics.
Then the market capitalization 就是整个 Google worth USD 1.82 trillion.